Ever feel like your English sentences are just okay? Like they're missing a little something? Well, today we're going to look at a super simple but really powerful tool to fix that. We are talking about adverbs of manner. Okay, take a look at this sentence. She sings a song. I mean, it's correct, sure, but it's also a little boring, right? It tells us what she does, but it gives us no detail about how she does it. So what's one little word we could pop in there to make it way more interesting? And there it is, happily. Just one word, and suddenly we have a whole new picture in our heads. We know how she's singing. That little word, happily, is an adverb of manner, and it's the key to making your sentences come alive. So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll nail down what an adverb actually is. Then, we'll get into the super common ly rule, and of course, the exceptions that try to trip you up. After that, we'll do a quick practice round, and then we'll finish with the big takeaway. Sound good? Let's jump in.
All right, first up, what is an adverb of manner? You know, the core idea couldn't be simpler. It all boils down to answering just one question. How?
So, an adverb of manner is basically a word that adds color to a verb. It tells us how the action is happening. You know, does he walk slowly? Does she speak quietly? Do they work carefully? All those words, slowly, quietly, carefully, they're adverbs, and they give us the juicy details. Okay, so let's get to the really practical stuff. How do you make these adverbs? Well, I've got good news. There's one incredibly simple rule that works like 90% of the time. The magic trick is this. You just take an adjective, you know, a word like slow or quick that describes a thing, and you just stick ly on the end, and boom, slow becomes slowly, careful becomes carefully. It's really that easy. But you know English, there's always a little catch. Here's one spelling rule to watch out for. If your adjective ends with a Y, like happy, you've got to swap that Y for an I before you add the ly. So happy becomes happily. It's a small change, but it's a really important one to get right. Now, this example also shows us something else that's super useful. Where to put the adverb. See how in he read the book carefully, the word carefully comes right after the object, the book. That's a really common spot for it. It's telling us how he did the reading. Okay, just when you're feeling good about that ly rule, English comes along with a few rule breakers. But don't you worry, there aren't many, and these irregular adverbs are so common, you probably already use them without even thinking about it. Okay, this slide is a big one. So first up is good. You never ever say goodly. The adverb is always well, like he speaks English well. Got it? Then you have fast and hard. These are the easy ones. They don't change at all. The adjective and the adverb are the exact same word. These are the main troublemakers you need to lock into your memory. So, you've seen the rules, you've seen the exceptions. I think it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Let's do a quick little practice session to make sure all this stuff sticks. You ready for this? First one up is a little word scramble. Can you put these 4 words in the right order to make a sentence that makes sense? I'll give you a second to think. Runs, fast, the dog. And the answer is, the dog runs fast. Easy, right? Fast is one of our special irregular adverbs, and it comes right after the verb runs to tell us how the dog is running. Okay, let's try another. In this sentence, we need a word to describe the action, to describe sings. So what's it going to be? Happy or happily? It's got to be happily, of course. We need that ly adverb to describe the action. That's our main rule working perfectly. You're getting the hang of this. All right, final practice question, and this is the one that catches people all the time. Do you speak English good or do you speak English well? Think back to those irregulars. Which one is it? Yes, the answer is well. That's it. Remember, good is the adjective. When you're describing the verb speak, you have to use that special adverb well. Awesome job. Wow, we've gone through a lot in just a few minutes. So let's boil it all down to the absolute must-know points from this explainer. So here's your new adverb toolkit. It's got 3 main things. Number 1, adverbs of manner always answer the question how. Number 2, the magic trick for most of them is just adding ly. And number 3, lock in those 3 key irregulars. Good becomes well, and fast and hard, well, they just stay fast and hard. And that's pretty much it. You now have this awesome tool to make your sentences so much more interesting. So my question to you is, how are you going to use adverbs thoughtfully, creatively, and confidently to make your English more descriptive today? Thanks for joining me.